Gareth Saxe, from Denver, originally born there, Swedish hospital.
Hi, I'm Annaleigh Ashford, and right now I'm in Hair, the musical on Broadway, and I'm playing Jeannie, the lady in the show who's with child, so I'm Craigers.
That means you're married, right?
Not in Hairland. I'm not. I'm married to many different boys in Hairland.
I'm Jim Lewis, the book writer for Fela on Broadway.
Where are you from, Jim?
Colorado Springs.
Where'd you go to high school?
Cheyenne Mountain.
Hi, I'm Colin Cunliffe, and I am originally from Littleton, Colorado, and I cover the ensemble as well as Lucas Beinecke in the show.
What show is that?
The Addams Family, here live on Broadway at the Lunt-Fontanne Theater.
Nice. What high school?
Littleton High School.
Hello, my name is Alena Watters. I grew up in Colorado Springs. I went to the University of Northern Colorado and worked in Denver a bit before moving to New York.
Hi, I'm Rachel de Benedet, and I lived in El Dorado Springs for a long time and worked at the Arvada Center, did, I don't know, 7, 8 shows at the Arvada Center and maybe 18 shows at Country Dinner Playhouse, I believe it was.
It's a great period in Colorado theater history. Everybody remembers.
Most of us refer to it as the golden era, I believe, right?
That's right. That's right.
Hi, I'm Joshua Buscher from the University of Northern Colorado. We're up here at the Palace Theater on Broadway. We are doing West Side Story.
Yeah.
West Side Story, the 2009 revival, Tony Award nominee.
What are you playing?
I am Diesel. I'm one of the Jets, the fighter.
Nice.
Who knew? Yeah. I was born in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And then we moved around a lot, but I was in Colorado for 15 years. Yeah, we lived in the Kangaroo Valley in Littleton.
So where'd you go to high school?
Chatfield.
Nice.
Chargers. I loved it.
Hi, Denver.
Hey, nice hat.
Thank you. My name is Gabriel Ebert. I am an alumni of Denver School of the Arts, and right now I'm understudying the role of Ken in this play Red on Broadway.
Hey, I'm John Behlmann. I was the NTC class of '06, and I worked at the Denver Center for the time while I was at the NDC, and was also back a couple seasons ago to do Christmas Carol playing Fred. And right now I am playing Richard Hannay in the 39 Steps off-Broadway at New World Stages. And I'm actually in between shows right now, which is why my hair is all done nicely like this.
It's high school at East High School.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Colorado College, down 93, graduated from there.
With some people that we've heard of.
Indeed, with Thaddeus Phillips,
yeah.
Who actually, he and I went to high school together at East.
Yeah. You were with the entire Buntport ensemble, right?
Indeed. Eric and I were in Midsummer's Night's Dream together with Thaddeus.
Yeah. So what are you going to do for your summer vacation?
In preparation to do Lion King, which I'm going into the Broadway company of to play Scar.
You know me from the Denver area. I started out in theater in Denver. Thank God every day that I got to start in Denver. I started at the theater on Broadway and I played Tina Denmark in Ruthless the Musical. And then I later on got to work a lot at Town Hall. I also worked at the Country Dinner Playhouse. I worked at the Nomad Theater. And I played Sandy in Grease. And I played Cinderella in Cinderella.
Good morning, starshine. The earth says hello. You twinkle above us. We twinkle below. Good morning, starshine.
Last time we visited you on our podcast, it was the opening night of Legally Blonde, the musical, your Broadway debut.
Oh, it's amazing.
Catch us up on your last 2 years here in the big city.
After Legally Blonde, I was with the show for about 6 months, and then I moved on to Linda and Wicked on Broadway.
Oh, that role.
Yes.
I've heard about that show.
That role, which was amazing.
Now, Annaleigh, when I think of the 60s and that bohemian lifestyle and that free sex and drugs and kind of thing, I don't think of you.
Me neither.
Specifically. If you were a kid growing up in the 60s, what kind of a 60s girl do you think you would have been?
If I was 19 in 1967, I would have been been so interested in civil rights and freedoms, women's freedoms, and liberation in that sense, but I'm kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to mind-liberating substances. I think I would have been like, no thank you, but I totally would have dug the music. I would have been so into the music. I would have loved Peter, Paul and Mary. I would have been going to concerts like that.
Absolutely.
They do what they wanna do, say what they wanna say, live how they wanna live, play how they wanna play, dance how they wanna dance, kick and they stop afraid. Addams Family. They do what they wanna do, say what they wanna say, live how they wanna live, play how they wanna play, dance how they wanna dance, kick and they stop afraid. Addams Family. Now I was cool, just kicking it around the house.
Who are some of the other people in the show that we recognize, Rachel?
B.B. Newworth. Nate plays Morticia.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane plays Gomez. The basic setup for the story is that Wednesday Addams has grown up and fallen in love, and her boyfriend is coming to meet the Addams family with his parents for dinner one night, and that's the essential setup.
The ancestors are ghosts of Addams' ancestors past, and we come out to celebrate one evening, and then somehow, for some reason, we're stuck, and we have to help move the story along.
Tell us about Fela, your Tony-nominated work on Broadway right now.
Well, it's a story about Fela Kuti, who we call is like the Bob Marley of Africa.
Yeah.
A man who stood up for something and paid a price for his beliefs and kept on doing it.
This show now is the most honored Broadway show this season with how many Tony nominations?
11 nominations.
11 nominations. So hopefully that means we're going to see it in Colorado soon.
I hope so. Well, they're going to have a great time. It's a wild party. The energy's fantastic. The music's fantastic. And you come out of it knowing more than you went in, we hope. He was in the 70s. He tried to basically become president of Nigeria in order to throw out the corrupt leaders who were there. And he thought the way to do that was by writing the best music he could. And he wrote a new style of music called Afrobeat. And he would lead these protests through his music. And the government would arrest him and torture him. And then the people would demand he be released. And he'd go right back at it again. And he just kept at it until eventually, well, you know, I'll leave the ending as a surprise.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be rooting for you on Tony night.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thanks for visiting.
I did the Carousel Dinner Theater, where my first show there was West Side Story.
Wow, what'd you play?
I was Baby John. Who knew? No, that was my favorite show. Well, one of them. Yeah. And then I did the Colorado regional premiere of Cats, and I was Mungo Jerry McCavity, and I assisted the choreographer.
Well, I saw that show.
Yes, I believe you gave us quite a good review then too. So
funny how I don't recognize you from that.
You know,
the makeup's changed.
I'm not doing the this stuff anymore.
That's right. That was a great show. What did you specifically get out of going to UNC that helped you get here?
Oddly enough, in UNC, which is podunk, Greeley, small, little, they have the most amazing connections to the people in LA and New York.
Well, let me get the timing right. You graduated from UNC in 2008.
Correct.
And a year later, you were opening West Side Story on Broadway.
Correct.
That doesn't happen
to
people.
Doesn't.